Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 6 a.m. we're tracking a crime alert after a shot was fired during a robbery on UK's campus. Dairy Queen says hackers have dipped into customer data and dozens of Kentucky stores are affected. Rain or shine, students hoping to win more than just cash today at Keeneland. These stories and breaking news as it happens coming up on WKYT This Morning. Good morning and welcome into you. I'm Rebecca Smith. It is Friday, October 10th. Really a rainy start to our morning, so keep that in mind as you head out. May want to have that umbrella or that rain slicker, whatever you use to keep yourself dry. And Jim Caldwell is here with a look.
Yeah, you're going to need whatever you can to stay dry out there this morning across parts of central and eastern Kentucky as the rain rolls on. We're looking outside right now with Kentucky's most powerful live Doppler. That is Defender. Heaviest concentration of rain is down to our south as far as the true heavy nature of rain. You're looking at folks from parts of Lincoln County, Casey County, and down through Pulaski and Wayne County, getting in on most of that activity. Here in Lexington, not quite as heavy. We shift off toward the east, though, around the Moorhead area and around Carlisle. Had a little decent shower roll through there earlier. That's coming for you folks there in Flemingsburg very soon. Again, as I said, the best concentration down to our south, picking up on a little bit of lightning and, of course, the thunder off in the distance. It stretches from London out toward Barberville into Clay County now. Even McKee getting in on some of this action. More rounds of showers and storms are coming through the day, and I'll break down those chances for you coming up here with our hour-by-hour forecast.
New this morning, police are searching for two men behind an overnight robbery. This happened on UK's campus, and police say at least one shot was fired. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live on campus with the new details this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Police are investigating another robbery on UK's campus. This is the second armed robbery here just within the last 2 weeks. This latest one happened around 11:30 last night on Pennsylvania and Columbia Avenues, which, by the way, is close to several fraternity and sorority houses. Police say two men, both armed with guns, robbed two people of some items. We're not exactly sure what they took. The two robbers reportedly ran north down Columbia, and that's where they were last seen. Also, at some point after the robbery, we're told at least one shot was actually fired, but no one was hurt. Now, we do not have a good description of the thieves right now, just that they were both men under 6 feet tall. UK police are now handling this investigation. Live in Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
A 13-year-old boy was arrested last night after police say he stole not one, but two semis. The Clark County Sheriff's Office says the teenager first stole a tanker truck in Winchester and drove it to Madison County before ditching it. A short time later, police say he stole another semi at a Madison County gas station. Police later pulled over that truck on I-64 near Winchester for not having taillights and then realized it had been stolen. The 13-year-old is charged with receiving stolen property. A Madison County man admits to killing his own grandmother. The Richmond Register reports William Tribble pleaded guilty to murder. He admitted to using a hammer to kill 78-year-old Joanne Tribble in her Richmond home in 2008. He was 17 at the time. Tribble will be sentenced later this month. Prosecutors have recommended a 35-year prison sentence. Police arrested a man they say hit a school bus and then just drove off. It happened yesterday in Whitley County. The sheriff's office says 21-year-old Preston Rains hit the bus head-on with his car and did not stop. 4 elementary school students were on the bus at the time. No one was hurt. Police later tracked down Rains, who is facing charges including possession of a controlled substance. Well, another major data breach is making national headlines this morning. Dairy Queen says hundreds of stores are affected, including dozens right here in Kentucky. WKYT's Mark Barber is live in Lexington with more on this consumer alert. Good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca. If you swiped your card at a Dairy Queen, like the one behind me here on New Circle Road in Lexington, your credit card information could be compromised. Dairy Queen says nearly 400 of their restaurants have been hacked since August, affecting about 600,000 credit cards. We're told 52 Dairy Queens in Kentucky may be affected by that data breach. The restaurant's fast food Lexington locations on New Circle Road, Palumbo Drive, and Virginia Avenue made that list. Dairy Queens in Georgetown, Richmond, Winchester, Paris, Versailles, Danville, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling were also affected by the data breach. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that back-off malware gave hackers access to customer names, card numbers, and expiration dates. For a full list of the affected restaurants here in Central Kentucky, visit our website, WKYT.com. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, thanks so much, Mark. The National Weather Service now says 10 tornadoes touched down in Kentucky during Tuesday's outbreak. Meteorologists confirm a third tornado caused damage in Scott County. Most of that damage was around the stamping ground area. We've now received some 911 calls that were made as those tornadoes hit.
We've got
Debris and everything.
debris. Is it coming across the interstate and blocking any traffic?
It went across traffic already. Like it wasn't on the ground.
Was
I
not
don't
on
know.
the
I
ground.
just saw a funnel cloud. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not a professional, but
I know.
something really crazy just happened. That's all.
911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I was in stamping ground. I think we was hit by a tornado. We're terrified right now. We're okay, but I don't know what to do now.
Well, the Scott County coroner says a deadly head-on crash near stamping ground Tuesday afternoon was weather-related. It killed Corey Wilcoxon, Trevor Spencer, and his 3-year-old son, Skyler. There is more unrest in Missouri that occurred overnight. Demonstrators marked 2 months since the police shooting of that unarmed teen in Ferguson. Another teen was killed in an officer-involved shooting just this week. In the most recent case, police insist that the suspect fired first. Chris Van Cleve has the latest.
For a second night, protesters filled South St. Louis, Missouri streets, angry over the shooting death of 18-year-old Von Derritt Myers during an altercation with police Wednesday. They smashed store windows, damaged police cars, and taunted officers. Police say the situation could have escalated.
What I describe as a large knife came flying out of the crowd, actually hit an officer on the shoulder, fortunately not the blade edge. It just shows how the emotions and how quickly this situation can turn.
Hours earlier, there was a somber vigil for Myers. The teen was shot and killed by an off-duty St. Louis police officer who was on patrol for a private security company. Police say Myers ran from the 6-year veteran, firing at the officer 3 times before his gun jammed. Myers' family disputes that, calling the incident a case of racial profiling.
For him to go from joking around and playing around and eating a sandwich, and he was sharing the sandwich with 2 or 3 of his other friends, to go from that to now he's a violent criminal is absolutely absurd.
Certainly the young man may have gone in the store and bought a sandwich earlier in the evening. When he ran from police officers, he was armed with a gun and not a sandwich.
This week's demonstrations come as tensions remain high, 2 months after the shooting death of Michael Brown during a struggle with a Ferguson, Missouri police officer. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, New York.
And police did make a handful of arrests during those demonstrations. 1 officer suffered minor injuries. Local officials have invited the Justice Department to join the investigation into this week's shooting. Well, this morning, fundraising totals in Lexington's mayoral race have been made public. According to our news partners at the Herald Leader, campaign finance reports show that Mayor Jim Gray raised more than 4 times as much money as challenger Anthony Beatty. That's in the most recent quarter. Mayor Gray also has twice as much cash on hand. The election is November 4th. Well, Lexington is set to become the 3rd city in Kentucky with a Cabelas store. The Herald Leader says the Urban County Council approved a zoning change to allow the store to be built. Lawyers for the store say construction could start in April. This is, of course, near Costco in Hamburg. Cabelas could create 400 new jobs. Well, it has quickly turned into one of Keeneland's most popular promotions. Today is College Scholarship Day. It's an opportunity for college students to enjoy a day at the races and possibly walk away with one of 10 $1,000 scholarships. Registration is at Keeneland's College Zone in the north entrance. The first few thousand students can register to pick up a free t-shirt or a hat. Bigfoot believers are stomping their way to this weekend's annual Bigfoot Roundup. The event in Washington State will honor the late Roger Patterson, who filmed what is said to be by some to be a Bigfoot encounter in North Carolina in 1967. The well-known footage has been debated and scrutinized. The event is planned in conjunction with a museum exhibit, Sasquatch Revealed. Let's get a check at this hour on traffic troubles, if there are any to report. I don't know. Let's check in with Officer Don to see with live drive traffic. Happy Friday to you.
Hey, happy Friday. And right now we're okay. Roads are wet. Of course, we have to deal with that. We just checked the construction zone on Leestown Road, and traffic is moving great through there at the moment from Greendale down to the Circle. Let's get a look outside and we'll show you what's happening with traffic light. We shouldn't have any problems just yet. Hopefully it'll stay that way, but we'll see. That's I-75, I-64 through the northern split this morning. We also checked 64 coming in from Clark County, where traffic is still moving great. On our Waze map, a few live drivers on the way in. And they're reporting we're trouble-free on the Circle. Also looking good inbound Nicholasville and Man o' War and on Harrodsburg Road. We'll keep you up to date throughout the morning. Be careful on the way in. Now back to you.
WKYT This Morning is just getting started. Thanks for joining us on this Friday morning. Delivering pizza doesn't bring in a lot of dough, but this next guy got a huge tip from a group of students.
We are tracking more rounds of showers and thunderstorms here this morning. Southern Kentucky really seeing the most of the impact right now with some of the heavier rain. We'll have even more through the day today. I'll have the latest for you coming up.